Yo, what's good? YouTube video. New. We just got done reacting to, like, what these Trump supporters slash protesters is gonna do when he get indicted and stuff like that. And he did, you know what I mean? How was Cocaine Bear the other day? It was fire. It was a good ass movie, not gonna hold you. It was a really good ass movie. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, shout out Kick. Follow me on Kick. You know what I mean? That's where we be watching movies, TV shows, and chilling, late night shit. But let's get back to this YouTube video though. So basically, I just got done. We was just on Bruce's stream, and Bruce was talking about the situation between him and Daryl. You know what I mean? Daryl took a joke that Bruce said way too motherfucking seriously, and about his music. You know what I mean? About his taste in DDG's music. And he took it way too far. In my personal opinion, my son Daryl need to use that, what's that new AI shit? That AI shit called? Chat GPT. You know what I mean? He really need to use that for his next song. Because I bet you that nigga would actually, I bet you that AI shit would actually help DDG get another hit. Not gonna hold you. But speaking of Chat GPT, it obviously appeared in the South Park episode. Because, my man Stan was really getting tired of his girl Wendy. He was using Chat GPT. Am I even saying it right? GPT. To, like, text his girlfriend and stuff like that, text his girl and stuff like that, because, I guess Wendy was getting annoying, because I'm not really up on South Park. It's been a while since I've actually sat through a whole episode for real, but it's like, Wendy do be getting on, niggas' nerves. I'm not gonna lie, your girl be getting on your nerves sometimes, but would you really go to the extent of using an AI to, like, respond to her messages? Because if anything, that's just gonna make shit easier.
It's pretty
but
much.
She better not find out though, because she would be tight. Let's get into it though.
Everywhere right now. We have AI presidents playing games together.
Real shit.
All I'm hearing is someone who's mad that their mom got absolutely railed just minutes ago.
We have AI art impressing middle schoolers and people who still use Facebook. This dinosaur only has one fucking arm. We even have AI anime, which is the only time.
And that was the one that everybody on Twitter was just getting butthurt about. I'm not gonna hold you. Everybody was just so mad. Oh wait, hold on. This is a YouTube video. Hold on, Kaden. I'm not gonna lie. You can't. Actually, just like like sheesh. You see the drastic measures that I have to go to. YouTube, fix your fucking policies.
I've seen people dick ride CGI.
Oh yeah, my fault. Oh yeah, but this is the main thing that people was getting mad about when it came to freaking AI shit on Twitter. Of course, I'm gonna keep on bringing up Twitter, but everybody was saying, "Oh, AI is stealing people's artwork, it's stealing people's this, it's stealing people's that." Niggas need to get the fuck off, like, bro. Niggas need to get off the internet. Too much internet, bro. And you artists, like I said in my other AI video, when it came to art, you fuck niggas. Nobody was buying y'all art to begin with. Let's really be honest.
Screw you guys.
There's a lot of concern about the direction AI is going in. If it's going to make jobs obsolete, or if it's going to be abused to spread misinformation, causing further division among people.
You wouldn't want
doing
a
both
Ratatouille guy up there doing whatever?
It's honestly insane that a rat would even be able to cook in the first place.
He doesn't have to be cooking.
In the movie, he's cooking.
But then there's South Park, asking the real hard-hitting questions. Like, can I use this to text my girlfriend back for me? I think this was another banger of an episode. Let's talk about it.
It was though. Would
First
I
off,
do that?
I gotta say,
Would I do that? It depends on how accurate and how well it's really giving up these conversations for me. I'm not gonna hold you.
love the foundation for this episode.
It would be
because
cool
plays
though.
into the depth
I
these
would test it
characters
out.
have, but we don't
See if she
always
falls
get to
for it.
see. Basically, Bebe is showing off the super sweet, thoughtful text that Clyde has been sending her, wrapping him up as an amazing boyfriend, which makes Wendy feel super insecure because Stan only responds to all of her texts with a thumbs up. And not even the emoji, just the little reaction. Bro making her look like she's talking to herself. Side note, am I the only one who cracks up when the show has these really detailed renders? Like, Clyde's photo on Bebe's phone got a good laugh out of me, and I think it's that simple realism to it without deviating from the show's simple art style. This episode had a lot of great expressions in general though. Wendy obviously feels like Stan doesn't care about her or isn't interested in her, which we should know isn't true because it was established
ever since the first fucking episode when he showed up in South Park. My nigga, bro, Stan has been smitten, bro. And I'm saying smitten. Don't call me an old nigga. But still, ever since the first fucking episode, Wendy was introduced to South Park, bro, my man Stan has been getting a fucking hard on every time
20
Wendy shows
years
up.
ago, in Season 7's Raisins, that Stan is absolutely terrible at communicating with her. Back then
True,
when he dumped
that too.
him because he hadn't spoken to her in weeks. But it clearly was not a malicious intent. Bro was confused. He just has a very poor understanding of how romantic relationships are supposed to work.
And that's
which
fine.
Makes sense
He's like
because he's 10 years old.
I was about to
His
say, he's
relationship
fucking
with
10.
Wendy is supposed to be one of, if not the aspect of the show that reminds us that these are still just dumb kids, even if they are way more observant of the world than most of the adults around them. He knows he likes Wendy. He knows he enjoys spending time with her, and he knows that they have a connection. They align with a lot morally, but he doesn't understand her needs. Like most kids, and hell, even adults, he doesn't get that he has to listen to his partner's problems and make her feel like she's actually being understood. Also, yeah, men just don't listen to women because they think they're annoying, even when they like them. And they're right, which is made all the more apparent when
And they're
Clyde
completely right. All
fights
right.
to Stan that he's not actually writing any of those texts to Bebe, but instead has ChatGPT write the text for him. With this knowledge passed on to Stan, he starts using it to respond to Wendy. And although it's working out great for him at first, the cracks start to show pretty early on when Wendy calls him expecting a bedtime story. But where things really start to escalate is when Stan starts using the AI for his schoolwork, as he starts to realize that Clyde, Butters, and Cartman were all using ChatGPT for their homework. And Cartman's pissed that Clyde told Stan because he's ultimately afraid of Mr. Garrison catching on to the grift. Granted, Garrison basically does find out, but it goes over his head since he immediately focuses on how this can make his job easier. I love the bit with this Gen Z kid walking in the bathroom when they talk ChatGPT, clearly wanting to know what's going on. Things really start to blow up in Stan's face when Wendy takes him out on a date to thank him for his improvement in communication because Stan realizes that Wendy wasn't.
This is the part that would actually get you caught the fuck up, though, because let's say your girl actually hits you up about the shit that the AI has been talking about. If you don't know what the fuck she is talking about, that might, that might have you caught up for real. You feel me? So there might have to be a little bit of a, like, what's the word? There might have to be like a little bit of a gray area, you know what I'm saying? Like where you're kind of, at least at the end of the day, when you're asleep, you can at least go back and reread all the messages so you're actually caught up. That's what I do, me personally.
Thank him for his improvement in communication because Stan realizes that Wendy wasn't just complaining to him about nothing. She opened up to him about some pretty heavy shit that happened to her when she was 6. And he doesn't even know a single detail. Also, need I remind you, they're only 10. Stan realizes that by letting technology speak for him, by not putting in any real effort,
I mean, bro, you could have just went back and reread the chat. I'm pretty sure the messages are still there. You could have just went back and reread it.
the relationship has lost its authenticity. But again, because Stan does actually care about Wendy, it crushes him. And to make matters worse, Mackie announces that the school has hired a company to figure out which students have been using OpenAI for their schoolwork. And while I got a kick out of the technician being this weird-ass druid with a falcon, I'm disappointed they didn't poke fun at the dipshit narc who created GPT-0 in the first place. You don't think the nerd emoji strolling in wouldn't be a little funny? Anyways, the druid puts both Wendy and evidently the writers in a corner, as Stan confesses he's not creative enough to think of a way out of this. And in a resolution that's kind of reminiscent of the vaccination special, Stan uses ChatGPT to fix the situation for him, pleading that AI should be something that everyone has a chance to use, while also convincing Wendy that a thumbs up from a human is better than a lie from a machine. While I think this was a pretty clever ending, it was also a cop-out. And this ending, coupled with something else in this episode, kind of makes me wonder.
Didn't they say that this whole episode, didn't they say this episode was made by GPT? Why am I saying B? GPT.
The hell is happening behind the scenes? Not only is this the second episode in a row to have an abrupt cop-out ending, but it's the second episode in a row where Matt's characters barely have any dialogue. I don't think there's anything too juicy to this. Matt and Trey are probably just sick with some kind of cold. All of their characters sound off, but with Cartman especially, you can hear Trey losing his voice. Just listen to the bathroom scene.
Yes, we are all using it. And we had a pact that we wouldn't tell anyone else because then Mr. Garrison will figure it out.
Their vocal cords are
Holy shit. Damn, are these niggas sick? Y'all, like, what? Y'all got some kind of head cold or something like that? Like, yo.
Are fighting for their lives.
That's the first time I've ever actually heard some shit like that. Like, yo, your shit is actually going hoarse while you're actually recording this shit, though. Now that actually has me curious, though. How many voice actors actually be, like, you know, going through, like, you know, throat problems, pause, and having, like, whatever type of difficulties when it comes to recording their shit? Imagine you sick. Like, you got, like, you real sick, or, like, you have a sore throat, and you come in and you gotta record. Like, goddamn.
I think my boy Johnny Two Cellos will have a bit more to say on this than I do, so peep his video when it drops. But them fighting through a cold would definitely explain the abrupt endings and limited voices from Matt. They still have to get these episodes out on a weekly basis, and probably have no flexibility in their schedule.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for these TV show runners then. Imagine, like, you sick, and, like, you're one of the voices for one of the main characters, and you actually sick, though.
I feel kind of bad.
And it's like, yo, oh, well, like, what's the word? The executives, they just expecting you, nigga, fuck your voice. I don't care if you sick. I don't care if you only got one arm. I don't care if your lung fell out your ass. Like, yo, bro, you gonna get in that studio and record these episodes.
To them. And if you didn't figure it out, GPT wrote the ending of this episode, which is why it has a lot of older catchphrases from the characters. Like Mackie's excessive use of okay, and Cartman calling Stan a
Damn kid.
instead of Kyle. There's also a special thanks to Play.ht for AI voices. Conclusion. With all that
So
said,
they was really using GPT to write some of this shit. Okay, it makes sense. I look, he might go and watch this episode myself.
South
Okay.
Park's stance on AI is
Potentially.
pretty clear after this episode. It can be a genuinely helpful tool for people, as they said, like a good writer's assistant, which I inferred as an admission of using AI to bounce ideas off of each other, when neither Matt nor Trey can come up with anything. Whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay.
It
And
is,
if we
and it's only
reject
gonna
it
get better.
entirely, big corporations
Am
will
I
just
going on
continue
kick
to
today?
use it
Nah,
to have
not
their
tonight,
unfair
not tonight.
advantage. But in any circumstance, it can't do all the work.
Actually,
for you,
I don't
or
know.
it will
I
blow
don't
up in your
know.
face.
I don't know
Me
yet.
personally, I get
It
why
like
AI
it depends on how I'm feeling after I get off. Like, for real.
is scary, especially
Actually,
when
no, not tonight. No, definitely not tonight. Tomorrow, for a fact, tomorrow.
it comes to the workforce. Whether that be food service, the fine arts, or entertainment, the idea that a robot can replace your hard work while saving the corporate overlords millions of dollars is terrifying. It's a whole different ballpark from being able to make a funny little video where Trump and Biden debate Kingdom Hearts.
That's the sleeping realm theory, Sleepy Joe. It's all of us sitting around theorizing how you could like such a trash fucking game.
You're out of your mind.
But this episode also makes a great case
You're out of your
for why
mind.
full-scale takeover wouldn't be
What time tomorrow? Depends on how I'm feeling. Like, I don't really have a set schedule. I usually just hop on stream whenever the fuck I feel like it. You know, that's why it's literally in my bio. Not in my bio. Yeah. It's literally in my bio for schedule. It says WTF IFI. Whenever the fuck I feel like it.
be
Oh, yeah.
feasible. No matter how you slice it, AI can't replace human authenticity. You need to have that human touch and that human oversight, because AI will be riddled with inconsistencies and make mistakes. I mean, come on, artificial is in the name, people. That alone should tip you off that it'll never be as reliable as the real deal. The future of AI is in our hands, and all I can really ask for is that we use it wisely. Dude, she's texting me again? Wait.
I'm just saying there has to be a middle ground to it, though. Obviously, niggas is not saying to, like, you know, we need to use AI or we need to use Chat GPT to, like, you know, rewrite laws or the Constitution or some shit like that. But it's like, you know, like, give and take, you feel me? But other than that, though, you know what I'm saying? Another W video. Like, subscribe, do what you do. And see you next time.